I came into two things yesterday. I came into this giant 24-inch Jack specific Godzilla figure, which confirmed my beliefs that yes, the dorsal fins were made smaller for no reason other than child safety. And what confirmed my beliefs? The very fact that it's made out of a very flexible kind of foam. Okay, it's more flexible than any regular soft vinyl Bandai figure from Japan. And of course, I came into this. I had dispensers by me at a local mall. News was about on the social networks that, hey, Godzilla poster at Spencer's. And so I picked it up. And a certain feeling of excitement eludes me. And that's what this video is about. This kind of feels. There's going to be a second in a series of, I guess, feels videos that I will be posting up until the end of this year, maybe. Of course, after May 16th, there may not be as many, but whatever. We collectors are a very materialistic kind of people. Why are we as such? Okay, well, some people are like, hey, it's got like a dick measuring thing, metaphorically speaking, of course. You know, who has a bigger collection, who is more well versed in trivia. And it is quite trivial, you know, you don't need to know who directed Godzilla vs. Ghidorah. You don't need to know the special effects director of Godzilla Tokyo SOS to live your life and to survive. You don't. But we learn it anyway. And I try to see it more as a thing of, it's the same reason why a whole bunch of people try to memorize the Quran. It's a preservationist effort. You're learning about the art, and you could put names to different aesthetics and whatnot, just different bodies of work. It's kind of like that, you know. You want to really learn it because you enjoy it. That's what I think of it as. And you buy what you can. And as a good foil point to, say, the new Godzilla 2014 merchandise. And I'm making this in March 20th. This video. As a good foil, let's go with the SH Monster Art figures. And if this is seen by someone a couple of years from now who doesn't know what they are, here's what they are. They are the hottest new toys for the collector's market. And considering Diamond Distribution, the company that tells the comic book shops, you know, hey, what's new? You know, what are we bringing to you? They're bringing them over to America, so therefore, you have to import them, therefore, not as expensive. Very popular figures about that size, super articulated, super detailed. And there's a lot of people on YouTube. That was a big thing, even I was into it for a little while, making those stop motion movies. You know, going on Willis O'Brien on Godzilla, doing what Ichi Tsuburaya wish he could do, and something that Koichi Kawakita did, but of course deleted from Godzilla vs. Brawlante because it just did not match. Me, personally, we're not supposed to covet. Us religious people, I'm a Muslim, and there's other Christians and whatnot, you know, Jews included. We're not supposed to covet, and in a way, it's been rationalized as such. You're not supposed to be envious of other people's collections. Just be content with what you're able to get. You know, whenever I buy something, I feel good. Hey, it's not just I'm being materialistic, but I'm also paying for, you know, the jobs that are created. When, you know, you have to make figures off of something. You know, part of the money that you buy a figure with goes to the people who make the movie that the figure goes to the people who actually make the figure, paint the figure, yada yada yada. You're paying someone's paycheck. And the main difference between something that's a fad like the SH Martial Arts figures and something as big as, say, the new Godzilla movie coming out. Yeah, I'm going to feel a little bit more inclined to be envious if I see someone with a piece of Godzilla 2014 merchandise that I don't have. I'm going to trust that a lot of you know what the word zeitgeist means. A term made popular just because a person or a group of people on the internet decided to make a video series called the Zeitgeist movement. The first one talked about why all religion is false, and the newest one, as far as I can recall, was about how come our economics are so messed up, and different ways of preserving our resources that don't even need money. A whole bunch of theoretical stuff. They interview university professors and whatnot. Zeitgeist is just German for the spirit of the times. And yes, Godzilla is going to be part of the spirit of the times. He already is kind of now as far as internet denizens are concerned. The first two trailers were viral. As viral as, YouTube video usually goes, particularly for a trailer. It wasn't no Gangnam style, it was a tenth of that. But it was so popular enough that Chris Hardwick, on this show at midnight and other YouTube and other internet videos, they talked about it. It was like, oh my gosh, Variety pointed out how many views it had. It was that notorious. It gained notoriety because of that. And you just don't want to feel left behind, like you're missing out on the biggest thing. SH martial art figures, they're cool, but you never know. Something better could come along the way. And there's stuff that's equal to SH martial art figures that you can get. Resin kits, garage kits, vinyl kits, stuff you can only find at Wonderfest in Japan. When people have only 1 day or 2 days, they buy a limited license to sell whatever statue or whatever they made of a copyrighted character in Japan. And of course, there's new Godzilla movies coming out, and I feel like, yay, I'm a part of it. I'm not just an onlooker, I'm a part of it. I'm experiencing things as they come along. I'm not waiting 5 or 10 years to buy this figure and to see what everyone's talking about and enjoying it. And only that, but I could talk about it and be like, oh, instead of here's the new Godzilla figure, I'm like, here is the new Godzilla figure for the new Godzilla. Okay, we haven't seen the damn movie yet, but here's Godzilla from the movie. Or, the poster here that shows out the design, which someone pointed out, and I knew this, but I'm going to put it out now, because I don't know, a lot of people are making the distinction, about, I would guess, a year ago, or maybe 6-7 months ago. I think it was some time ago. Kaiju Cast got a good photo from a South American printing expo, and someone took a picture of, hey, guess what? Godzilla poster. And it was a printing expo, and if you've ever taken a graphic design class, guess what? Posters are a big thing. Okay, big thing. And who knows what different technologies was used for this NECA Pacific Rim poster versus that Pacific Rim theatrical one-sheet versus this new Godzilla poster. These two for the consumer market. Of course, this one, which is a double-sided poster, being just for promotional use only, and you're not really supposed to give them away, but technically the law is on your side in case if a theater gets in trouble. It's good to feel as if you're in the zeitgeist at the moment. And yeah, I checked out Toys R Us later on after getting this figure. I didn't get this figure from Toys R Us, I got it from someplace else. And technically, I didn't even buy it. But, I did check out Toys R Us, and it was only these that they had. At my local Toys R Us, I didn't check out the Toys R Us Express in the mall. I need to do that. And I could have, really. Time wasn't on my side. I'm a little, just ranting here. Whatever. There's a Fields video, if I did this, you would get the full emotion, which may come out. Overall point is, it's part of the zeitgeist in the moment, and the fact that, in my area, the only things that you get, legendary picture Godzilla-wise is this, and this makes me feel good, and at least now getting to experience a little part of what everyone else on the internet is experiencing, because there's people out there who already have both theatrical one sheets, the 2 teaser posters. I'm pretty sure there's another poster coming out soon. There's already people who have Chirashis. There's already people who have all of the Bandai figures, along with this Jack-specific figure. There's people who, have Comic-Con exclusives and whatnot. That's fine and dandy. I can enjoy this. I can enjoy this for what it is, and I can claim this to be mine, and I can say, yeah, I was part of the experience. I was part of the experience because these are not just toys of Godzilla 2014. These are tools of anticipation, in a way. I'm buying this because, oh my gosh, it's the newest thing about Godzilla 2014, this movie which I have yet to see, and I'm so amped up for that just to quench that anticipation feeling. I decided to buy some merchandise. Which is a different dynamic than, say, buying a toy after seeing the movie. When you see the movie, it's like, oh, you're a fan of it, cool, and then boom. That's kind of like me with General Grievous. I used to really dig General Grievous from Star Wars Episode 3, as bad as that movie was. I thought General Grievous was a pretty kick-ass idea, and it was, okay? They used him in the Clone Wars awesomely. But, I didn't stick around with it. Godzilla, on the other hand, that's been a lifelong hobby, and it will continue to be such until something really radical happens, something really bad. I need to. But that's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling when I have this, and also, truth be told, the next week, maybe week and a half, I should be getting something in the mail. Well, not in my mail, but in a friend's mail. I got a friend whose girlfriend is over in Britain. Empire Magazine is a British magazine, movie magazine. And they had Godzilla on the front cover, that exclusive story. It's old news at this point, relatively speaking. And as far as I know, it wasn't the big one or the exclusive subscriber cover. No, it's just the regular newsstand version, which is fine. That's perfectly okay, peachy keen with me. So, I might as well consider myself owning 3 bits of merchandise, which is a good bit more than some other people. And it's pretty good considering I'm a fan. Otherwise, there is a feeling of, oh, you're behind. These SH Monster Arch figures, they did the Heisei Kikadora. Well, I already got a vinyl of that, so the need for it is not really there. They've done Kiru, and you can't really see it. And personally, I like this Chokogan Kiru better than the alternative. Yada yada yada. And that's the newest thing that feels, as of right now. Who knows? Other thoughts about this movie I'm having are, usually just writings. Just thoughts about social implications, genre implications of this movie, stuff like that. And that's something for a different time. I guess I can tag on to this video because YouTube allows you to have 15 minutes, and I have 2 minutes, 8 seconds, 6 seconds left. It's amazing how something can affect your subconscious. When you're dreaming, you are, experiencing subconscious things. And I've had I think either 2 or 3 LPG dreams and some other stuff, When I came home yesterday after getting this stuff, my sleeping schedule's been messed up really bad. So, it's like after I came home at like 2 in the afternoon, it's like, okay, good, sleepy time. And had this little dream where, a friend of my brother's father took me and some other guys, to this little shop, and hey, kaiju vinyl kits everywhere. It's like, something out of a movie that, has a totally fake toy store and stuff like that. But I've also had dreams of, say, sitting down with Gareth Edwards in a nice dark and teal room with, couches embedded in the floor, watching the movie and whatnot. And then this other thing where it's kind of like, looks like early Capcom video game. That's how the new Godzilla was filmed. Nothing based on logic, just, it's a dream, hey. And, it's interesting how stuff like that really affects you. Affects the mind of a fan, per se. Whatever, all the sociology, I guess, is boring you at this point, but whatever, Godzilla 2014 feels, y'all. So, I guess now I could say, comment or whatever, considering this is a whole thing about sociology, I need your guys' opinions because you guys are humans too, therefore you got feels too. Catch you guys on the flip side later. Sayonara.